Hello everyone, it's Lazy Leprechaun here, and we're going over some games that are on sale on Steam right now for under $10. First up on the list, we have Middle Earth Shadow of War coming in at $7.49. So this is a sequel to the Shadow of Mordor game. It's a third-person action slash stealth game. Really depends on how you want to play it. You can go in and just slay everything if you want, or you can take the path of stealth and kind of be more sneaky and go about it that way. The graphics in this game are beautiful, and the music is great too, and even the audio, the small details, it really a lot went into that to make this game sound as good as it does. You can take over some orc strongholds. They've revamped the Nemesis system, so it feels a bit more personal now when you end up killing the orcs, and if they in turn kill you, then they move up in ranks. Overall, you're looking at about 30 to 35 hours of gameplay for this. There is a demo too, if you would like to try this before you buy it. Scrolling down, we have the definitive edition here that comes with a bunch of the expansion. You're paying $1.50 more for that. It's 85% off. I recommend going with the definitive edition and paying that extra $1.50, making it $8.99. It's a great time to pick this one up. Next up on the list, we have Dragon Ball Fighter Z coming in at $8.99 for the base game or $16.49 for the Ultimate Edition. I'd hold off on the Ultimate Edition. It was actually just on sale through Humble. I had covered it for cheaper than that, so definitely wait for a sale for the Ultimate Edition or pick up the DLC kind of one by one as you go. So this is a 2D fighting game. It has a 3v3 combat system to it, and it has flawless character swapping in the middle of combat as well. It takes place in the Z Saga, as most Dragon Ball games do. It has very fluid combat. It has great visuals. I was actually very impressed with the visual fidelity of this. But Toriyama had a part in this, so you know it's going to look good. The audio and the move sets are actually very close to what the characters would have either used in the anime or sounded like in the anime. They had voice lines that came straight from some of those battles that it really immersed you in the world of DBZ. It's coming in at 22 hours to complete the main story, but there's a ton of extra content here. You can play it online, play with some friends, so you can have countless hours of fun. Coming in at $8.99. It's a good price to pick up this base version. Next up on the list, we have CarX Drift Racing Online coming in at $6.74. This is a drifting simulation game. It's not like Need for Speed that I kind of call drifting for dummies, where you just tap the brake and all of a sudden your car is sideways. There are a ton of upgrades in this game, and tuning is paramount. The tuning is actually very in depth in this game. If any of you have ever played Forza or Gran Turismo, it's more like that, where you can refine just the smallest settings on your tuning to get the performance and the grip that you desire out of your car. It's not just as simple now as throw in a motor swap and your car now goes 200 miles an hour. You could throw in the motor swap, but if you don't tune, then you're only going to do like 90 miles an hour. I mean, 190 miles an hour sideways is still pretty exhilarating. There's a lot of cars in this game. There's dozens and dozens of cars in this game. You unlock them as you level up. There's a ton of different parts that you can put on as well, whether it be body kits or just the individual parts like bumpers and fenders, and you can make the car look really however you want. There's also a vinyl editor in this as well, similar to something like Forza, that you can design whatever you want as a livery for your vehicle. And there's a large online community to this as well. You could buy this today, log in, and find an online game in no time. This game coming in at $6.74 is a great deal. This is one of the cheapest prices I've seen this game at. Next up on the list, we have Lego Lord of the Rings. So this is coming in at $4.99, and that's a great price. It covers all three movies and all the important things that happen in those movies. It's very fun and engaging. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, there's a ton of different lines, or there's a lot of different music or story parts that you're gonna see here that you've seen in the movie. That's all now in Lego. This game was a ton of fun when I played it, and I honestly just played this about a year ago now. There's a ton of collectibles in this game as well. So that'll keep you busy for a long time. It takes about 15 hours to beat the game, going through all three movies and the whole story. Coming in at $4.99, there's no better time to pick this up than now. Up next on the list, we have Just Cause 3. The base game comes in at $2.99. I'm ignoring that completely for the XXL edition. You're spending $1.07 more. You still get the base game, and you get 12 DLCs that go with it for $4.06. That's a steal. If you haven't played Just Cause 3, I'm going to tell you why you should. So it has a huge open world. Up in the description there, it says 1,000 square kilometers. That is a massive amount of terrain to cover. Now you can traverse the world by land, air, or sea. They have speedboats and jets and helicopters. You'll get a wingsuit that you can use. You get a little grapple tool so you can fling yourself around. That's one of the best ways I found to play this. I played this game way back when it first came out, and I had tons of fun with it. There's a lot of different weapons that you can use, from pistols to rocket launchers to sticky grenades and C4. Half the game is just about blowing stuff up and making it look awesome. There's a lot of those action set pieces in the story as well, where things are just going to burn and explode, and that's the way it goes. There are challenge missions that you can play through as well. One of them is like how to plant C4 on a four-wheeler and shoot it at a gas silo and then hit your zip line so the C4 covered ATV smashes into that and you blow up the silo, and there's your challenge done. You're looking at around 40 hours of gameplay to get through this game, but I know you could spend over 100 hours on this and still be having fun. You can have countless hours of fun on this with as much content and as big as this world is. So again, pick up XXL edition for $4.06. You will not be disappointed. Next up on the list, we have the Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. This is a GTA-esque game set in Hong Kong. You play as a cop who's infiltrating a gang. Both loyalties between the gang and the cop will be tested. There's actually kind of a system that goes between the two, with you picking up more of the gang affiliation or more of the cop affiliation. Similar to something like RDR2. You use martial arts and guns to do your fighting in this. There's a ton of side activities. It takes about 20 hours to beat this game. It's got a good story to it. It's got good sound to it. It's actually very engaging. I've beaten this one twice now. Coming in at $2.99. This is a great time to pick this up. Next up, we have Darksiders Genesis. This is the fourth game in the series. Every iteration of this game seems to have gotten different depending on who the developer is. This one has I can't say Diablo-esque feel to it because it's not really a dungeon crawler, looter type of game, but it has that isometric camera. It's still a good action game, but you're not going to be spending half the time in your inventory. You're going to be going through the prequel story to the first game, hence Genesis. It has co-op for the first time in the series. You can either play it online or local co-op as well. So having the couch co-op, I know for a lot of people, is a really good thing. You play as War and or Strife. They both have differing play styles. War, as we know from the first game, has his giant sword, so he does a lot of that. Strife is more. I thought of it more of the Demon Hunter from Diablo 3, where you have your ranged attacks, you're trying to stay kind of out of the way of that. The art style to this game is beautiful. It has great audio to it. The cutscenes look really nice as well. It's more of that like hand drawn cutscene. The puzzles are pretty fun. The only complaint that I had was that Strife's voice actor sounded kind of bland. You get the sound of war like he was in the first game, but Strife didn't have that drive about him. I felt like he was a little bit weakly scripted. So, I mean, there is that. It's not that bad. That's really the only complaint I could dig up at all about this. Takes around 16 hours to beat, coming in at $7.49. You should pick this one up if you're a fan of the series. Next up on the list, we have Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Now, I will not be one to compare this to Smash Bros. Because this is not a AAA game. This is a AA game. If you don't have a Switch or a GameCube or something like that to be able to play a Smash Bros. Style game, then for $9.99, this is a great buy. You can see that it has some DLC for it as well for a few characters. The soundtrack is free. It's similar in the vein that it has the same genre, but that's kind of where it stops. You get a lot of playable characters like Cat Dog and SpongeBob and the Ninja Turtles. All of your favorite Nickelodeon characters are in here. They have 20 maps themed from different parts of the TV shows. There's no super moves or items, so you really have to count on your own skill, not a lucky hit, to win these battles. And this is countless hours of fun. There is both online and split screen co-op. There's single player that you can go through if you want to play it that way. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. And for $9.99, it's a great buy. Next up, we have Nexomon Extinction, coming in at $7.99. So this is the second Nexomon game that's released. It's a monster taming game similar to that of like Digimon or Pokemon. There's almost 400 Nexomon to catch and battle with, which is about 100 more than they had in the first game. It's got a pretty good story to it. You don't have to play the first game to play this one. It's not a direct continuation. There are some cameos from other characters from the first game, but it's not necessary for you to actually play the first game to enjoy this one. The combat's fun. It's turn-based. If you've played any kind of Pokemon game before or any kind of monster taming game before, it's a turn-based battle system. You choose what skill you want to use. The big difference with the Nexomon games is they don't have like a PP system. They have a stamina system, so each move takes a certain amount of stamina to use, but they still have all the elemental weaknesses and whatnot. For it being a 2D game, the art style looks absolutely beautiful in this. The music is pretty good in it as well. Coming in at $7.99, it's a great time to pick this up. You're getting about 30 hours of gameplay to complete the story, so it's definitely worth picking up for this price. Alright, last up on the list, we have Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, coming in at $9.99. This was re-released for PC for the 10th anniversary of the game. It includes 2 new characters in it as well. Speaking of characters, this game has one of the best protagonists in the entire Tales series, being Yuri, that I've seen. The story is very engaging. The way he transforms from the beginning to the end of the story is really well written. I can't say that enough that this has one of the best stories in an RPG that I've played. It has the action combat that the Tales series is known for, but this isn't really spamming buttons. You have to get the right combos. You have to pay attention to how you're attacking a little bit more than just pressing buttons. So that felt refreshing, not to go into an action RPG and just spam the same button over and over and over again. In total, you're coming in at 60 hours of gameplay, and you can easily double that if you're a completionist. I know upward of like 140 to 150 hours is what it takes to actually beat this for the completionist to get all of the achievements and discover everything the game has in it. So for $9.99, it's a fantastic buy if you've either never played it, if you want to play the definitive edition that looks and sounds better, or if you're a fan of action RPGs. So that's it, guys. We got 10 games under $10 on sale on Steam right now. Be sure to like, subscribe for more of this content, and shoot me a comment down below and let me know what game you guys are picking up. Thanks for watching.